Hi, I'm Lene Tate with Journey to Life Coaching. Thanks for joining me today for a discussion about the truth of you. There are a lot of things that we could discuss under that banner, but I have something particular in mind. It isn't unusual for people to come to me saying there must be more to life than what I know. And in particular, there must be more to my relationship with God than what I know. And the answer to that is, of course, there is, because that's the answer for all of us. There's always more than what we know. And so I want to talk about a good place to begin for those of you who are interested in going deeper with God. It really starts with one central issue at the core. What do you believe about Him? Because that one question really determines how you approach God and what you're open to receiving from Him. So let me take you back to once upon a time, because that's where all good stories start. Once upon a time, in the Garden of Eden, there were Adam and Eve who were born of love and who walked intimately with the Trinity. It says they walked with God in the garden in the cool of the day. I mean, literally, face to face, hand in hand with God. Everyone's dream, right? You get to see Him, hear an audible voice, feel the touch of His hand. And so they were in this ideal position to really know God. There had never been one unfortunate incident in all of their lives. Nothing bad had ever happened to them, no disappointment, no trauma, no abuse, nothing but love. And in one of the, most incredible moments in all of the human story, Satan comes to them. Satan, who wants what they have. He wants to be the heir to the kingdom, which he cannot be because he's not a child of God. He's an angel. And inheritance only goes to the sons and daughters. So he wants what he cannot have, knows that we stand in the way of him having it. And so he takes dead aim at Adam and Eve and at what God intends. And he comes to Eve and he whispers, God isn't trustworthy. He's told you this. He's told you that you are not supposed to eat from this one particular tree, but the reason he's told you that is that he doesn't want you to be like him. He wants to hold something back from you, and that's why he's told you not to eat there. God is withholding something good. He's holding out on you. And incredibly, in this moment, I can't explain why. I don't know why. But incredibly, in this moment, Eve believes him. There's something in her heart that's open to the possibility that she's not getting all that she wants as quickly as she wants it. And so she takes matters into her own hand. The original sin was believing a lie about God. It wasn't eating an apple. It's what happened before that. She believed a lie about God. That he wasn't trustworthy, that he didn't have her best at heart, that he was stingy and a liar. I hate that moment because it changed everything. Not just for Eve, not for Eve and Adam, but for all of the sons and daughters of them that have come ever after. We have lived every generation with a suspicion about the goodness of God. Is he really? Is there fine print we don't know about? Is he only good when it suits him? And that one issue has had the power to disrupt, derail, destroy, delay our lives with God. And in the moment that happens, in the moment that we separate ourselves from the heart of God out of suspicion of him, we also separate ourselves from the truth of us, from how we were created, why we were created, and what we were created for. So is there more for us? Is there better? Absolutely, yes. But it will all come down to examining, in the beginning at least, that one issue. What do you believe about God? Is he good? Does he love you? Is he faithful? Most people would say God is able to do great things. God is able to do the miraculous. He's able to step in and intervene in their lives or in human history. But where they stumble, where they fall is he willing? So I need to say this to you really clearly. There is a God who loves you with all of his heart. And he has gone to every length imaginable to demonstrate that. You know, human history is full of stories, literature, songs, poems that say something along the lines of, I'd rather die than live without you. I'll scale the highest mountain. I'll swim the deepest sea to have you. But the truth is, there's only one person who's ever actually done that. Only one who's ever actually gone to every length one could go. And that would be God. The Trinity paid an ultimate cost to win your heart back, to win your trust. Jesus gave up his life. First, he gave it up when he agreed to come to earth, clothed in human skin. He set aside his glory. He set aside the majesty that was his. He did it the hard way, like we have to do it. And then he paid a price every day for you, because he loved you, because he wanted you, because he didn't want to live without you. That's where the goodness of God begins and ends. He loves you beyond telling. You are the joy of his heart. He has literally moved heaven and earth for you. And so I want to encourage you to consider what you believe about God. Not what you think you're supposed to believe, not what you've been told, but what you actually believe. And if you find in that examination that you've got questions or suspicions, that there are things that are unsettled about your heart, I'd be more than happy to help you address those. Because I want for you what God wants for you, which is life that is truly life. Deep intimacy, fullness, trust, destiny, restoration. All those things are possible because they're in God's heart for you. So here's the challenge for today. Will you be willing to have a look at your heart, to have a look at your beliefs, and see where you are with that? It's a really good first step. Thanks for joining today.